Now, I think we are all in agreement of basically being to a point now where we need to really just be honest about everything about life. Yes, mainly man, because see, man has been able to manipulate people in believing that once he writes something down, that's just the way that the fuck it's going to be. Sort of like the Adam and Eve story. I am a firm believer that it's a lie, and I don't mean that in a way to blaspheme God's writings on how it really took place, but I just believe that man got a hold of a story and he turned it and manipulated and made it to a point where it fits him. Yeah, I don't think Eve bit that fruit, and if she did bite the fruit, I've been thinking, and I smoked some reefer when I came to this conclusion. I think when Eve bit that motherfucking fruit, I think she was to do that to save humanity, because see, from my understanding, again, smoking reefer, I believe man was a coward. Adam had to have been a coward because, see, if Eve was to be the pilfer of the land, to take care of the land, which was to bring life to land, yeah, that's what it was. It was her DNA structure. She was to bring fucking life to an existence, and the devil knew that. Yeah. And so when Eve went up and got fruits and berries and all that old shit, she went up north where the lions and shit be. But she knew not to go too far up north. She knew just to go where there was a cattle and she can kind of get some meat and bring it home to feed Adam. Because see, Adam, according to man, woman is supposed to go out and do all the hunting and all that other shit. Man is basically supposed to sit home and go to war. Well, Adam didn't have no one to go to fuck the war with but the devil, and he didn't. Yeah. Now, when that serpent came into the motherfucking Garden of Eden, he ran into Eve and told Eve, eat this fruit. And Eve said, no, I'm not eating that fruit. That fruit's not to be eaten, and you shouldn't be here. Who are you? When did you get here? Because Eve knew that God had to put Adam to sleep because Adam was a hard-headed, disrespectful creation. It wasn't that God was at error when he made Adam. He just knew that when he gave Adam free fucking will to make the decisions to do what the fuck he wanted to, Adam decided to be a lazy motherfucker, but he was a stalker. Yeah. Now, see, he was stalking Eve, and Eve didn't know that when she was picking up berries and shit and looking at water lakes and shit, everything that the Creator had created for Adam and Eve to have. Yeah. Now, when the devil had this conversation going on, Adam's gay ass, and I ain't going to say gay because I don't really know, but then again, he could have been happy about many things, meaning in the gay sense, good sense, not in the gay sense where your hand hangs down. I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying. He was hiding in the bushes, and he heard this conversation. He was shaking like Don Knotts. Yeah, and he said, what is that? Adam, is that you? And Adam, and he came too. Now, the devil was sitting there, and he's stomping and raging, making all these sounds. Now, Eve ain't never seen none of this shit, because, you know, Eve couldn't have been no more than maybe 80, 90 days old and shit when she was abstracted out of Adam's rib. Yep, God had to put the fuck to sleep because he knew that if Adam would be walking around, he wouldn't stand still, so God could do that. So God put his ass to sleep. Yeah, that's what the reefer told me. I don't know. So when this all took place with the devil and all that old bad stuff that was supposed to take place, the devil told Eve, you don't bite this, I'm going to kill Adam's little ass. And Adam fell to the ground. Oh, please, please. And so Eve had ran it in her mind when God had gave her the blueprint on what her job was. Your job is to save humanity. Your job is to bring life. Your job is to protect man when he is in doubt of himself. And Eve realized all that and took that fruit and bit it. And that bitch ass Adam, he gets off the ground crying, wipes his hands and face off and says, let me have a bite. And that's how man got fucked up, and that's why man is suffering more than he really and truly wants to admit, ladies. Yeah, it's not y'all's fault y'all bit that fruit, but anyway, I didn't mean to take you down there. But the honesty that man needs to display is way more overwhelming than what it is that he's been keeping from life. Women has never made nuclear bombs. You don't hear that women have conquered countries and destroyed people's lives by making family. You don't hear that. Only man. So when you look at the textbooks on some of the things that man has been writing, ladies, I'm part of the man race, and it's not my fault. I like being a man, don't get me wrong, but we ain't nothing but fucking liars, manipulators, storytellers. And I was diagnosed by Dr. Phil as a schizophrenic pathological storyteller. Yeah, I am. So I hope that helps y'all ladies understand that man is nothing more than a exaggerator. Yeah, and when you break it down and look at this book called the Webster Dictionary, usually exaggerator leads somewhere down the line to being a fucking liar. I'm Maxine Alexander. I'm out of here. My sister gonna kick my ass because I told her I wasn't gonna do this piece. Peace.